been counting down the days as such until you were able to come back?
It's definitely been a long year, but glad it's all over with now and able to rock up and train and enjoy footy again.
What do you learn from it? A very significant day, like to put a line underneath it all?
I think obviously when we were allowed back at the club, that was a pretty big day, and then last week to be able to train when first the 4-year boys started, and then obviously allowed to no restrictions on what I can do now. So it's good that it's finally all over.
What have you learnt from the year off? Have you reflected on anything?
I think just personally, I tried not to dwell on it too much. Just basically tried to do as much as I could outside of footy to try to improve myself, and then obviously watch the boys and try to support them as best as I could, and then look forward to the day that I was able to be able to come back.
Did you learn anything different about the game from the outside?
Not a whole heap. I think it changes a lot from year to year, so it's just having to adapt and go from there.
What was the support like from family and friends and even just the people, like players at the club throughout the year?
The support from especially the Port Adelaide Footy Club has been fantastic, and my friends and family have been great along the way as well, so can't thank them all enough.
Are you concerned at all that, I guess that whole year out you've missed a beat, that you may not slot in or be quite up to the level that when you left?
Yeah, I think, obviously a year out of footy is not ideal, someone at my age, so I've had a year where I've been trying to keep myself as fit as I can and present as well as I can, so there's some guys that have stepped up and played some really good footy, so I'm under no illusions that I'm going to have to try to earn my spot back and train really hard and have a great summer, but I'm up to the challenge and looking forward to it.
What was the program that you sort of put yourself through when you were having to train away from the group?
It was basically got in touch with a couple of personal trainers in Brett Ebert, past player, and Inspire Fitness, so sort of did a couple of sessions with them most weeks and just tried to maintain the fitness and do the running that I could do and go from there.
Does the year out make you hungrier, if anything, for success?
I think it does. I think just watching footy and not being a part of a footy club for a year makes you want to really go well and go back and do as best as you can.
Is that sort of a message you tell the guys too, to make the most of your time in the game?
I think everyone that's a part of a footy club is always hungry. I don't think you need too much motivation to play well on the weekends and try to do your best, but it's good to be around the boys again.
Gus, what did you make of Joe Watts' decision to handbrake those back to Brownlow Mountain?
As a friend of Job's, I'm shattered for him, and it's not a nice situation for him to be put in, so that's all I'll say about that.
Was it the right thing?
I'm not sure, mate. I'm just shattered for a friend that he's had to be put in that position.
What was the lowest point for you through the whole saga?
I think it was probably just not being able to play and not being around my friends at the footy club and teammates. That was probably the hardest thing throughout the whole year.
The role you'll play next year, I guess, similar to the one you played previously, would that be your understanding?
Yeah, I think as far as I know, just to try to train well and be as fit as I can and see what happens. And obviously I've played a lot of my footy in the forward line, so I'd expect it to be somewhere around there.
Can your injection and Paddy's injection help get you guys back into the end?
I think certainly Paddy in the ruck's going to be a huge inclusion for us. I think someone of his class to be able to go in the centre square and do what he does there, and then also have that versatility to go down forward and hopefully hit the scoreboard is going to be great for us.
Did yourself and Paddy train much together, like during your time off this year?
Yeah, we did a lot together. We did some boxing sessions and a lot of running sessions together. So we spent a fair bit of time together, tried to help each other, get each other through. So it was good.
What sort of things away from football did you do to, I suppose, keep your mind clear and have that sort of mental break as well? Yeah,
I did. I finished off my uni degree, so did a Bachelor of Journalism there. Did some work experience with Vic at Channel 9, so that was also really good. And I think it's been said before, I sort of learned how to fly some light aircraft as well. So just tried to do a few little things along the way to fill my year in.
You've got a 1-year deal for next year. You're hoping with a big season you can play on beyond that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 30 in January, so who knows? But I'm you're always looking to play for as long as you can, and I'll certainly be having a crack and trying to extend that.
Your fitness levels have actually gone up, have you? Because you've lost weight, haven't you? How have your fitness tracking compared to when you?
Well, we've got our 3K next Monday, so I'll tell you after that if my fitness levels have gone up. But I've lost a little bit of weight just to try to be a little bit lighter and be able to cover the ground a little bit more. But I'm looking forward to seeing how I test next week.
You missed a year, but you weren't injured. So does that actually, if a guy misses a year with a knee reco, is it harder for them to come back, or they're around the club all the time? Does it make it easier?
I think, you know, I've obviously been able to train throughout the whole year, so it's harder for guys coming off an injury, I would have thought, you know, not being able to run and those sort of things. So, but I'm feeling fresh and ready to go and injury-free at the moment, so I'm looking for a big summer ahead of me.
Knowing the team as well as do you think you can click for them this year, and do you feel like it's a big fix going into next season?
I mean, I sort of didn't watch a whole heap of the games last year, so and I wasn't at the footy club, so I can't really comment on too much on what went wrong last year, but I think as a footy club you're always trying to improve, and I think that's what we'll do over the summer.
We've seen Hamish out here, you know, having a kick and obviously training with the young boys today. How's he sort of handled everything, you know, given obviously the speculation about maybe a move in the off-season?
No, Hammer's been fine. Hammer's an absolute professional, so it's great to have him. I think Jacko was out here last week as well, so a couple of the older boys coming back and getting involved early before they have to is fantastic.